So it's Saturday the 8th of December and we're currently driving to the NSC where I'll do my first monthly measured mile check. I haven't done so much training over the past few weeks, however this measured mile check on a monthly basis I do want to continue with, just so I can keep track of my progression along the way as I continue with my heart rate training. Okay, so first mile warm up and then another 3 miles for the measured mile check.
Yeah, just nice and steady for the warm up.
Okay.
It's pretty chilly today, so.
So as you can see, that was a very wet measured mile. So I'm looking forward to getting back now and having a look at the results. Certainly because it's a lot colder today, my heart rate was a little bit erratic at the start. But after the first warm-up mile, it did start to settle down. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see under these different conditions what my heart rate was like for the 4 miles, the 1 mile warm up and the 3 mile measured check.
So I think that was quite interesting today for Shelley when she was doing the measured miles. The conditions obviously weren't ideal with the wind and the rain. Initially she set off and it was dry, but then of course the weather closed in. Now you'll notice from the table for the warm-up mile, the heart naturally was somewhat erratic while she was getting warmed up. And then when she started the first of the 3 measured miles, the first mile was also somewhat erratic because obviously it was adverse weather, and perhaps in future if she chooses to do the measured miles again and it's somewhat inclement, maybe she will do a 2 mile warm up next time before she starts doing the 3 miles for the actual measured part of the program. But with the second mile, you can see on the data that there's a very small range for her heart rate. There wasn't much variability, and that clearly shows that on that second mile she was very relaxed and just flowing nicely, approximately a 14-minute pace. So she's very comfortable doing that, and definitely well under the 142 maximum. For the third mile, the problem there, if you like, is that once her heart rate did spike momentarily above the 142, she overcompensated to bring it back down as quick as possible, and that happened on a few occasions. So it looks like it's somewhat erratic, but even with that, there's still not a lot of variability, and the general trend was a nice gradual increase in the heart rate as an average. So I think for the overall day, all things considered, the data show she averaged the 3 miles all under 15-minute pace. The first mile at 14:52, I think it was the anomaly, because obviously she was still getting warmed up. But with the other 2 miles, they were not much above the 14-minute pace. Very comfortable for her, and I think we'll see as she progresses and she does even more training, keeping the heart rate under the 142 when she's out and about doing her normal walks on the roads, that she's going to start to see some major benefits accrue over the coming months. So that's it for this week's video. I hope you'll find some value in it, and we'll catch you in the next video.